Fluctuating voltage in a new house can stem from several underlying issues. It's important to address these promptly, as they can damage appliances, electronics, and even pose a fire hazard. Let's explore the possible causes. Firstly, wiring issues are a prime suspect. Look for loose connections in outlets, light fixtures, or the breaker panel. These loose connections can create intermittent contact, leading to voltage fluctuations. Damaged or undersized wiring can also contribute to the problem. If the wiring is not adequate for the electrical load, it can cause voltage drops and fluctuations. Incorrectly wired circuits are another potential wiring problem. These miswirings can disrupt the flow of electricity and cause voltage instability. Secondly, electrical panel problems may be the cause. Loose or damaged circuit breakers can fail to provide a stable electrical connection, leading to fluctuating voltage. Overloaded panels can cause breakers to trip intermittently. When the electrical load exceeds the panel's capacity, breakers trip as a safety measure, causing temporary voltage drops. A faulty main breaker can also be the culprit. The main breaker controls the entire electrical supply to the house, and if it malfunctions, it can cause widespread voltage fluctuations. Thirdly, appliance or device faults could be the source. Appliances or electronics with intermittent power draws can cause voltage fluctuations. Some appliances draw varying amounts of power as they operate, and if these power draws are erratic, they can affect the overall voltage stability. Defective lighting fixtures or dimmer switches can also contribute. These faulty components can introduce electrical noise into the circuit, leading to voltage fluctuations. Fourthly, external power issues, which are outside the home, may be responsible. Loose or damaged connections at the utility pole can disrupt the power supply and cause voltage fluctuations. Underground damaged power lines can also affect voltage stability. Damage to these lines can impede the flow of electricity and lead to erratic voltage. Fluctuations in the power grid itself can also impact your home's voltage. The power grid is subject to variations in demand and supply, which can cause voltage fluctuations. Fifthly, other possibilities exist. Ground faults can be a factor. These occur when current leaks to the ground, disrupting the normal electrical flow and causing voltage fluctuations. Harmonic distortion, which is non-sinusoidal waves introduced by certain electronic devices, can affect the voltage waveform and lead to fluctuations. Electromagnetic interference, or EMI, from nearby devices can also interfere with the electrical system and cause voltage fluctuations. To troubleshoot these issues, firstly, check all outlets and fixtures for loose connections. Tighten any loose screws and ensure that the wiring is securely connected. Secondly, inspect the breaker panel and reset any tripped breakers. If breakers trip frequently, it may indicate an overloaded circuit or a faulty breaker. Thirdly, identify any appliances or devices that may be causing power spikes. Unplug these devices and see if the voltage fluctuations subside. Fourthly, it is important to call a qualified electrician to investigate the electrical wiring and panel. An electrician has the expertise and tools to diagnose and repair complex electrical problems. Fifthly, contact the utility company to report any external power issues. The utility company can investigate and repair any problems with the power lines or grid. It is essential to address fluctuating voltage promptly to prevent damage and safety hazards. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, it is always best to seek professional assistance from a qualified electrician. They will be able to diagnose the problem and provide the necessary repairs to ensure the safety and reliability of your home's electrical system. When checking outlets, be sure to turn off the power at the breaker panel before touching any wires. Use a non-contact voltage tester to confirm that the power is off. Visually inspect the wiring for any signs of damage, such as frayed insulation or corrosion. If you find any damage, replace the wiring or outlet. When inspecting the breaker panel, look for any signs of overheating, such as discolored wires or melted plastic. If you see any signs of overheating, call an electrician immediately. When identifying appliances or devices that may be causing power spikes, try unplugging them one at a time to see if the voltage fluctuations stop. If you find a device that is causing the problem, have it repaired or replaced. When contacting the utility company, provide them with as much information as possible about the voltage fluctuations. This will help them to diagnose the problem and take the necessary steps to fix it. Remember that electricity can be dangerous, so it is always best to err on the side of caution. If you are not sure what you're doing, call a qualified electrician. Some additional points to consider when dealing with fluctuating voltage. Firstly, consider the age of the wiring in the house. Older wiring may be more susceptible to damage and corrosion, which can contribute to voltage fluctuations. If the wiring is old, it may be necessary to replace it. Secondly, check the grounding system. A faulty grounding system can cause voltage fluctuations and increase the risk of electrical shock. An electrician can inspect the grounding system and make any necessary repairs. Thirdly, consider the type of appliances you are using. Some appliances, such as those with motors or compressors, can draw a lot of power and cause voltage fluctuations. If you are using a lot of these appliances, it may be necessary to upgrade the electrical service to your house. Fourthly, be aware of any recent electrical work that has been done in the house. If any electrical work has been done recently, it is possible that the wiring was not done correctly, which could be causing the voltage fluctuations. An electrician can inspect the wiring to make sure it was done correctly. Fifthly, keep a record of the voltage fluctuations. This will help you to identify any patterns or trends that may be helpful in diagnosing the problem. Sixthly, be patient when troubleshooting the problem. It may take some time to find the cause of the voltage fluctuations. However, with careful investigation, you should be able to find the problem and fix it. Seventhly, consider the impact of solar panels. Solar panels can sometimes cause voltage fluctuations on the grid, which can affect your home's voltage. If you have solar panels, you may want to consult with a solar panel installer to see if they are causing the problem. Eighthly, check for any loose neutral connections. A loose neutral connection can cause voltage fluctuations and can be dangerous. An electrician can check for loose neutral connections and tighten them. Ninthly, consider the use of a surge protector. A surge protector can help to protect your appliances from voltage spikes, but it will not prevent voltage fluctuations. Tenthly, remember that voltage fluctuations can be a sign of a more serious electrical problem. If you are experiencing voltage fluctuations, it is important to have the problem investigated by a qualified electrician. Understanding voltage drop is also key. Voltage drop is the decrease in voltage that occurs along a conductor due to its resistance. Excessive voltage drop can cause lights to dim, appliances to malfunction, and motors to overheat. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, specifies the maximum allowable voltage drop for branch circuits and feeders. For branch circuits, the voltage drop should not exceed 3%. For feeders, the voltage drop should not exceed 5%. To calculate voltage drop, you can use the following formula: voltage drop equals 2 times K times I times D divided by circular mils, where K is the direct current constant, which is 12.9 ohm circular mils per foot for copper and 21.2 ohm circular mils per foot for aluminum. I is the current in amps, D is the one-way distance in feet, and circular mils is the circular mil area of the conductor. Several factors can affect voltage drop. Firstly, the length of the conductor. The longer the conductor, the greater the voltage drop. Secondly, the size of the conductor. The smaller the conductor, the greater the voltage drop. Thirdly, the current flowing through the conductor. The higher the current, the greater the voltage drop. Fourthly, the type of conductor. Aluminum conductors have a higher resistance than copper conductors, so they will have a greater voltage drop for the same length, size, and current. To reduce voltage drop, you can firstly shorten the length of the conductor. Secondly, increase the size of the conductor. Thirdly, reduce the current flowing through the conductor. Fourthly, use copper conductors instead of aluminum conductors. Checking the neutral wire is crucial. The neutral wire provides a return path for current to flow back to the source. A loose or broken neutral wire can cause voltage fluctuations and can be dangerous. To check the neutral wire, firstly, turn off the power to the circuit at the breaker panel. Secondly, use a non-contact voltage tester to confirm that the power is off. Thirdly, inspect the neutral wire for any signs of damage, such as frayed insulation or corrosion. Fourthly, tighten any loose connections on the neutral wire. Fifthly, if you find any damage to the neutral wire, replace it. The NEC provides guidelines for the proper installation and sizing of electrical wiring. It is essential to follow these guidelines to ensure the safety and reliability of the electrical system. Some of the relevant NEC articles include: firstly, NEC Article 210.19, which covers branch circuit conductor sizing. Secondly, NEC Article 215.2, which covers feeder conductor sizing. Thirdly, NEC Article 250, which covers grounding and bonding. Fourthly, NEC Article 310.15, which covers ampacity of conductors. Fifthly, NEC Article 400, which covers flexible cords and cables. When selecting the appropriate wire size, it is essential to consider the ampacity of the wire, the length of the run, and the allowable voltage drop. The ampacity of a wire is the maximum amount of current that it can safely carry. The ampacity of a wire is determined by its size, insulation type, and temperature rating. The length of the run is the distance from the source of power to the load. The allowable voltage drop is the maximum amount of voltage drop that is allowed for the circuit. In addition to these technical aspects, safety is paramount when working with electricity. Always turn off the power before working on any electrical components. Use insulated tools and wear appropriate personal protective equipment, such as safety glasses and gloves. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, call a qualified electrician. Understanding ground faults and arc faults is also important. A ground fault occurs when current flows from a live wire to ground. This can happen if the insulation on a wire is damaged or if a live wire comes into contact with a grounded object. A ground fault can cause a shock hazard and can also damage equipment. An arc fault occurs when electricity jumps across a gap in a circuit. This can happen if the wiring is loose or damaged or if there is corrosion on the contacts. An arc fault can generate heat and can cause a fire. Ground fault circuit interrupters, or GFCIs, are designed to protect against ground faults. They work by monitoring the current flowing through the circuit and tripping the breaker if they detect a ground fault. Arc fault circuit interrupters, or RFCIs, are designed to protect against arc faults. They work by monitoring the current flowing through the circuit and tripping the breaker if they detect an arc fault. GFCIs are typically required in areas where there is a risk of water exposure, such as bathrooms, kitchens, and outdoor receptacles. RFCIs are typically required in bedrooms and other areas where there is a risk of fire. Harmonic distortion can also cause issues. Harmonic distortion is the presence of harmonic frequencies in an electrical system. Harmonic frequencies are multiples of the fundamental frequency, which is typically 60 Hz in the United States. Harmonic distortion can be caused by nonlinear loads such as electronic devices, fluorescent lights, and variable frequency drives. Harmonic distortion can cause a number of problems, including overheating of transformers and conductors, malfunction of sensitive electronic equipment, and increased energy consumption. To mitigate harmonic distortion, you can use harmonic filters, which are designed to block harmonic frequencies. You can also use power factor correction capacitors, which can help to reduce harmonic distortion. Electromagnetic interference, or EMI, can also affect electrical systems. EMI is electromagnetic radiation that can interfere with the operation of electronic devices. EMI can be caused by a variety of sources, including radio transmitters, cell phones, and industrial equipment. EMI can cause a number of problems, including malfunction of electronic equipment, data corruption, and reduced performance. To mitigate EMI, you can use shielding, which is a conductive material that is used to block electromagnetic radiation. You can also use filters, which are designed to block specific frequencies of electromagnetic radiation. And proper grounding and bonding techniques are important for safety and to minimize electrical noise. Grounding provides a path for fault current to flow back to the source, which helps to protect against electrical shock. Bonding connects all of the metal parts of an electrical system together, which helps to equalize the voltage and reduce the risk of electrical shock and electrical noise. The NEC provides detailed requirements for grounding and bonding. It is important to follow these requirements to ensure the safety and reliability of the electrical system. In summary, fluctuating voltage can be a complex issue with multiple potential causes. A systematic approach to troubleshooting combined with a solid understanding of electrical principles and safety practices is essential for resolving the problem effectively. When in doubt, always consult with a qualified electrician to ensure the safety and integrity of your home's electrical system. This comprehensive overview provides a solid foundation for understanding and addressing fluctuating voltage issues in a new house. Remember that safety is paramount and professional assistance should be sought when dealing with electrical problems. By following these guidelines, you can ensure the safety and reliability of your home's electrical system.